858. Just gonna cross over and make a left.
So let's have a look around our American Airlines seat on this flight AA105 to New York. So right here behind the seat we can see that there are some recline functions. The headrest is also mildly adjustable. Then here we have the remote control for the screen, which pops out like this. Then up here we have a reading light that doesn't seem to be working. And here, more seat controls. So just memory recall, memory set. That's quite cool, especially if you're on a really long flight where you're going to be taking breaks with sleeping, those types of things. Cool. Then right here to my side is the tray table, which pops out just by pulling it like this. And it's a very, very good size. It's huge, really. Coming down from here on our left side, there is a water bottle. Also note that I'm in a rear-facing seat. That's forward-facing, this is rear-facing. So then here we have the button to release the video monitor. It just pops out like this straight in front of us, but it's not so far that you can touch it. It looks like the same type of interface as you'd get on in economy, which I actually love on American Airlines. It's so easy to use and it's very, very responsive. I'm curious to see our flight time. I'm like, the longer the better, please. Okay, wow, this is actually a really, really cool map. And then on the right side I have the in-flight magazines and also room for a laptop, it looks like, to stow right there. Then just above here we have power ports, 2, which I think is really good. USB ports, another 2 back there. And just a little storage area basically for electronics, things like that up there. As I said, that's my pillow and blanket, and we'll have a look at the amenity kit in a second as well. American Airlines offers these amazing headphones from Bose. They basically have the best headphones in the sky on offer. These are completely noise cancelling. They're amazing. I use a version of these myself, and I'm so impressed that they offer these to all their customers in business class. It's a real step up from most airlines and what they offer. So I have to say, this is the best business class seat I've flown on in quite a while. It's insanely private. There's a privacy partition right here, which is just high enough so your eyes can't see over. Then going out in the aisle, you basically see very little of anyone else on board, which I think is marvelous when traveling alone. And I was just thinking about the dilemma of whether you want a window seat in economy or a business class seat that's not a window seat like I have right now. And honestly, when you just get in this seat, it really shows you, at least on American, that it's so worth it for business class. Like, I don't care if I have a window seat right now. I can still see a little bit out, and this is just so comfortable. I'm super excited about my flight, and I have to say I'm really impressed. So let's have a look at the amenity kit. Just open it up first. As you can see, it's from Cole Haan, so we have a branded amenity kit. We'll open it up and have a look inside. So So there's just a little white paper cover. It's orange on the inside, as you can see. Just take out and see what it comes with. So a dental kit, which seems pretty big and nice. Headphone covers for, I don't know exactly what that would be for, since they give you your different headphones. Okay, so back to having a look at the amenity kit. We got as far as these before I got interrupted. A little refreshing towel kit. Then we have some travel socks with quite quirky colors. An eye mask and ear plugs. Quite a high quality eye mask, not the best I've seen, but perfectly fine. Also a pen, a Kohlhan discount, and some tissues, and that's it. There's not that many details yet. Just put it away for now. Over here is also a Cloud Hook, as you can see. Then on our right side, above this little table where I have my pre-departure water, and there's quite a bit of storage there. We have the business class menu, which we'll look at in a second. So before we look at the menu, one thing I will say though is that this seat has slightly less storage than a traditional reverse herringbone like American has on their flagship 777-300. This is the new 777-200 with the forward and backward facing seats. However, as you can see, if you're in the very back of the cabin or in the front, we have a lot of extra storage up there. So let's check out the menu for today's flight. Post-takeoff drink with some warm nuts to start out the lunch service. So I chose cranberry juice, which comes in a real glass this time around, and it's just a sort of trail mixture. So the lunch service has started with some tomatoes, mozzarella, pesto, and balsamic glaze. There's salad with feta, pomegranate, and soybeans, and butter for the bread we're gonna get later. Little salt and pepper shakers, and a fork and knife with a little cloth on this huge tray table. Beautiful presentation, I have to say. So let's see about the flavor. Now it's time for the main course, where we have some rice, shrimp, string beans, I think, salmon, and a curry sauce. So quite nice presentation, and it looks tasty. And now for the highlight of the meal, ice cream sundae, hot fudge sundae. Okay, we've just got into recline mode. We're not in bed mode. This is just recline mode. So let's give it a feel. Wow, it's super, super soft when you can just lie down. The cover is quite thick, and the pillow is super, super luscious. So we've got a super soft pillow, really luscious, and like very, very big, and a cozy cover, so you can lie like this in bed mode. And I'm gonna try to sleep soon. I'm super excited to see how that is. If I sleep well, I don't sleep well. But yeah, there's just so much privacy, and I'm just obsessed with this seat. Things I've said about other seats in the past, like South African, which I flew last week, you know, you can't even compare that, even though it's a good seat in absolute terms compared to, you know, what you could be experiencing. This is just on another level. The level of privacy, the level of comfort is so great. And also the meal was super good. The flight attendants working my aisle have been fantastic, so sweet. Even though there was this lady that was like super cranky, it really turned me off for filming. But the guys serving my aisle are super cool. This is definitely one of the wider airplane beds I've slept in so far as well. But now it's bedtime. Can't wait to sleep, see how it is. I'll talk to you when I wake up. So here's the pre-arrival light snack, which is a Waldorf salad. And here's the little dressing. Breadsticks. A little pot of chocolate. American also offers in-flight Wi-Fi on this aircraft. It's quite a nice, easy to navigate website. As you can see, they offer flight duration passes for only $19 US, which I think is a great deal. And then you can see flight information, your route, and yeah, thumbs up for that. You can also buy a 4-hour pass for $17 or a 2-hour pass for $12. So we're passing through about 4,500 feet, it looks like, coming toward New York City, and the flight is almost over. I I just saw my pre-arrival meal, which was actually very good. And I had a very, very nice sleep on this flight, 3.5 hours. And it's just so nice waking up and not feeling completely sore and stiff. And like, yeah, it was a really great bed. And as I said, I've had a great crew serving my aisle. The flight was very, very good. It wasn't mind-blowing, but everything was at such a high standard that I'm left very satisfied. Everything was just well above average, approaching great, and yeah, I can't say anything else that I'm very satisfied. That was it for my flight and review, guys. I'm sorry the landing was so like abrupt, but I had one of those really irritating people who closed all their window shades during landing, and like they don't know that I would have died to have that window seat right now, and they were just sitting there, closed all the shades, and I imagine it was a beautiful sunset, so that kind of sucked. But other than that, I have to say, as I was hinting at before, I'm actually super impressed by this flight. Just the fact that every seat has direct aisle access makes it so much more convenient. It's just great to have that level of privacy as well. I also really like the format of the meal service a lot more than on United, for example, where everything comes out on a cart at the same time. Here it was really customized. So when I was done with my meal, etc., they took my tray and brought out the next meal when I was ready to have it. So those are just a few little things. But yeah, you know what I thought, and I really hope you enjoyed this video.